Darkness opened before me, but all I could see were bright, flashing lights. It was pain, coursing through my head, behind my eyes, down my neck, and into my right arm and shoulder. It pounded into my chest, too, that blinding kaleidoscope of colors surging in time with my beating heart. I closed my eyes and tried to focus on anything else, but my thoughts fought me. They were sluggish and groggy, fragmented and out of place. I couldn't summon much beyond the fact that I couldn't see, and everything else was connected to pain. Time passed. I didn't know how long, and I was also pretty sure I hadn't fallen asleep. My entire right side started to ache, that pain growing in time and threatening to overpower the lump of burning coal inside my skull. If I could move my hands, I would reach up and check to see if my skull was intact. "What the happened to me?" I gagged, struggling to speak. "And where am I? Who am I?" I wondered as one question gave birth to a dozen more. And seemingly worse than the pain, I couldn't summon answers to any of them. I tried to lift my arm to rub my left hand to rub my face. Nothing. It wouldn't move. Pain erupted in my right side as I tried to move my other arm. The flashing, angry lights washed over my vision, and I fell away. I snapped to a while later. The pain and light remained, but I took a deep breath and blinked several times, and the darkness started to lift. I stretched my neck and managed to look to my right. My body was a blur. Blink, blink, blink. It solidified, and my arm came into view. My right arm was broken, fragments of bone having broken through the skin. Blood covered my pale skin, having pooled on the table beneath me. I wanted to scream, but feared the sound. Then I swallowed and wondered if I couldn't even force the sound past my dried and blood-encrusted lips. I managed to shift my body without the pain flaring too badly, but something held me in place. Straps? Weight? A blanket? My eyesight was horrible, but I couldn't see anyone standing next to or above me. Or was there? Something moved in the darkness, and I heard someone breathe. Blink, blink, blink. Yes, someone was standing next to me. I saw them, their hands pressing down on my chest and stomach. Had they just arrived? Or was I just now seeing them? The pressure intensified from their hands but was gentle. It caused no pain or discomfort. They moved a moment later, tightening leather straps around my chest and legs. That was why I couldn't move. I groaned, finally finding my voice as the increased pressure hit my ribs and sent a new wave of anguish up my body. A man whispered, but his voice sounded far away. He was standing over me but sounded so far off. Why? I blinked, struggling to make sense of what I felt, heard, and saw. Was any of it real? Was I real, or was I dreaming? I opened my eyes again to more pain and blinked it away. Tears ran down my cheeks. The voice sounded again to my left, stronger than before. "His ribs are broken, as well the arm and the shoulder," the man said. His voice was gravelly and low, seasoned by years of use. "We need to set these bones now. Get me an infused drip and some crystals." I listened to everything he said but was detached from its meaning. Was he talking about me? The bones? And what were crystals? Was he a doctor? More questions I couldn't quite seem to get my mind to process. A needle pierced my left arm, that pinprick of pain quickly lost in the raging sea buffeting my body. Then a dull, pleasant feeling blossomed near the crease of my elbow. I felt someone pick up and tug on my arm. A dull ache accompanied the movement, and there were too many things moving inside the limb to be natural. A sharp noise split the quiet, the tearing of paper. Or was it tape? Weird. I didn't even know how I knew, but the ideas just appeared in my head. Something hard pressed down against my arm, and two sets of hands worked to wrap it into place.